Hello there, Sean the Extra Guy here, and welcome to part 2 of Dog's Life. Now, if you haven't already watched part 1, you should probably do so now, because none of this will make any sense to you. So the link should be in the description, or it might pop up. Who knows, you might even have to go on an adventure to find the link. Well, not that link, but that, you know what link I'm talking about. Anyway, enjoy the video. Right, so last time we finished Clarksville, and now on to Lake Miniwaaaaaaaaaaah. It's the snow world of this game, because every game needs one of those. It's also the largest region of the game, at least when it comes to the size of the 6 areas combined. We start off in an area called the Cafe, and the cafe for which this area is named is right here, near the waterside. And I guess this is supposed to be the lake of Lake Miniwaaaaaaaaah. It looks more like a pond than a lake. I hope this isn't Lake Miniwaaaaaaaaaaah, because it just looks like some ordinary-ass waterhole. First thing we encounter while just sniffing around is this girl who's apparently had her coat stolen by some boys. And going into our smell-o-vision, there's tracks that lead to the next area, the ski slope. I'm not going to be here for long. I want to complete the cafe first before we do anything here. Oh, and by the way, this is also the part of my playthrough where I realized the brightness and contrast settings on the capture software were a little off. So if you notice a difference in quality with the various footage I've used, that's why. In other words, I'm a dickhead. Anyway, we follow the trail leading to the hut where her coat is and then take it back to her, which gets us a bone. She tells Jake to look away as she changes into it. And then she wants us to follow her because her dog's missing and she found its collar at the pier. But then all of a sudden the asshole dog catcher sets his sights on us and we get chased again by that Doberman bitch. But yeah, I thought I couldn't go on the ice, so I decided to try and reach the stairs, which just ended up getting me caught. I don't know what I expected. This was the first and only time in the game I got caught by the dog catcher. And it was because I was a dickhead. No other reason. There's not really any severe consequence to getting caught except for just losing the bone to the Doberman just to get yourself out of jail, but you can get it back by finding where he buried it. But anyway, on to scent collection. Oh god, why do they have to put most of the scent on slippery ice? The frozen lake is your biggest enemy here. Of course, the dog of the area can walk fine as a gentleman on Sunday evening on the icy surface. In fact, you need him to chase away pigeons that are bothering the cafe waiter, because it's much easier to chase after them when you have a dog that can just Jesus walk himself on the ice. But you don't have the smell-o-vision ability when you take control of the other dogs, so you're stuck with the slippery momentum of Jake on ice, and doing the time scent collection, coupled with the fact that the scents spawn into view at close range, you're gonna be having a fun fucking time with that one. I know I did. Then there's the race, and fuck was my ass on edge in this one, and somehow, despite being handicapped and having the other dog get ahead of me quite a few times, I managed to beat it without losing. I think because of the fact I have more bones, he slowed down and waited for me as I was struggling on the ice. Maybe I just have that superior bone power that Jake keeps going on about. Jake can also play the slot machine here, gambling his life away for just a couple of fruits. Poor bastard lost all his bones last year to the same thing. Well, anyway, now that's all over, let's go back to the ski slope. This is a pretty big area in terms of its verticality. It also has a slippery slope which wouldn't be out of place in SSX Tricky. That, wouldn't you know, has fucking scents on it. And oh, what fun we get to go down the slide and try to collect the scents. But then we have to traverse all the way back up if we miss a single scent. Oh boy. Although I did manage to cheese it with the last one I missed here.
I've got more bones than this guy. Time to have a little fun.
You know what? Replace bones with balls and I just... How old am I again? Don't even get me started on looking for the 50 purple cents. You can probably guess by now how that one went. But looking for the other cents, they're at least all in the same general area. You've got the Doggy Doo minigame, which gives you this rolling in the air trick. Okay. And then we get another collectathon race, which was actually okay on this stage. It had some variety with the layout of the track. Not bad, actually. And oh my god, what the fuck? How many people are you? How many people are you? Seriously, I think it might be 3 people merged together because there's a glitch in the Matrix. You know what? That explains fucking everything in this game. Wait, hang on. Listen to the fucking sound they're making. Are they going to come out of the lift looking like that? Are they going to fucking come out of the lift? Okay, I guess they reset then.
Whoops! Oh no, not again! That's the 3rd hat I've lost this week. My ears will freeze for sure.
Wow, you sound like Goofy, which is actually pretty funny, because he's a dog. And this game is also called Dog's Life. But hang on, Pluto's also a dog, but he's the animal kind of dog. And then Goofy's like a human kind of dog, and then that just makes me question the logic of Mickey Mouse's universe. Because, you know, why does he get to have sapience and Pluto remains in a primal state? Is he a pet, or does he just have a mental illness? Wait, hang on, why the fuck am I talking about this? I don't know, it's just what ran through my head when I heard this bloke's voice. So, how do we get your fucking beanie back then? Well, let's start from the beginning, shall we? Brace yourselves. This is the story of how I was a big dickhead and took forever to do this one fucking quest. So, at first I was trying to find the area I'm meant to jump up to, and I tried for a while, actually, and I thought, well, maybe I have to jump on this fucking building here and then jump over onto the cliffside. No, wait, no, I'm using Jake, and not the dog of the area, whose main ability is jumping high. And you know what? I still couldn't get up there. Bear in mind, you've only got a set amount of time you're able to control the dog, so when time runs out, you go back to controlling Jake. And because this area is so damn big, the dog respawns back at the cabin, so you take control of the dog again and you have to backtrack your way to the cliffside all over again. And I must have done this at least 5 or 6 times before I realized you have to be in the right position to jump up there. Why the fuck do games keep doing this to me? Oh, you fucking sack of wank! I did not tell you to jump. Why did you jump? Fuck's sake, I finally get somewhere, and my hopes and dreams are just yanked away from me and crushed into 5 tons of cement. Let's try this again, shall we? Yeah, almost there. Oh, fuck off! The camera fucked me! The fucking... What? Why? Why did the direction controls change when the camera switched to another angle? The fuck is this, Highlander? I've still got time. I can do this. Come on, I can do this. Come on. Come on. Get the fuck up there. Come on. Stop fucking around. Come on. 10 seconds. Come on. Get the fuck off there. Come on. Oh my god. Just get the fuck up. Get the fuck up there. Oh yeah. I fucking ran out of time. I ran out of time. I ran out of fucking time. It's good. I love this game. I fucking love it. 3rd time's the charm, I guess. So we finally get the hat back to this goofy wannabe motherfucker, and we get a boner for all our troubles. Oh my god, I fucking wrote that as boner. I wrote that as boner. Oh, for fuck's sake. Well, you better give us a fucking boner for all that. Okay, so that bullshit is finally over. Now on to some more bullshit. At least this bullshit isn't as worse. So this girl is having a snowman-building contest with these boys, and she wants the dog to help her. And we start from the very beginning by rolling a piece of snow into a big ball for the head. Unfortunately, you'd never get to do this under normal circumstances. You can't make a giant ball of snow and roll it down the hill, Katamari style. You can pick up snowballs, however, and throw them at people. In fact, one of the ways to get a bone is by hitting one of the boys with the snowball a few times. Anyway, after we've got the shape of the snowman's head, it's on to finding all the parts to it. Yup, a fucking fetch quest again. Gotta have more of those in your game about being a dog. At least it's amusing when you find the hat. Jake just wears it like he's a proud gentleman ready to sip on a splendidly fine cup of tea. We also have to find sticks and a carrot, but the worst part of this fetch quest is having to go back and forth to get the fucking coal. For fuck's sake, kid, why can't you do this shit yourself? You're right next to the fucking cabin, you lazy turd. I'm single-handedly, well, I guess single poorly, because he's a dog, winning this fucking contest for you. By the way, remember when I briefly talked about the hunger mechanic? Well, it's back for a vengeance, and I've had to deal with it throughout the entire playthrough of this area. Now, up until this point, I've been faring okay. I've gotten into the habit of running into every wooden box and garbage can or barrel that I see, and eating whatever pops out, and sometimes having to take a shit because it turned out to be nasty. But because this area is quite big vertically, and traversing up and down the mountain gets a little tedious, especially when you're searching for scents and falling off things, you eventually get tired and hungry. Oh, for fuck's sake, Jake, not now. I don't think there's any food left in this area. You fucking ate it all. God, I have to go down the fucking mountain to the next area to get you some food for your gluttonous ass. You eat like a fucking whale and all you can eat buffet. You've had more food than any dog or normal human being for that matter. You basically have the diet of an obese elephant, and you get hungry really fucking quick. I'm surprised when you shit at little sausage nuggets and not a fucking bus made of fecal matter. Anyway, we get the final bone for the area, 100% complete. Oh, thank God for that. I think this might be the longest area in this game, or at least it felt like it. Because of all that bullshit, I just want to emphasize, I still couldn't find the fucking sense again. Took me forever. Alrighty then, on to the next area of Lake Miniwaaaaaaaaah High Street. And no, this is not a street full of crack dealers or stoners. It does have a fucking hard time scent challenge though, for fuck's sake, not again with this shit. And then for some reason, I couldn't find the final blue scent. Oh sure, I found all the piss scents and won that fairly easy against the husky. When it came to looking for the one fucking blue scent, I was such a dickhead, I completely missed it in the most obvious spot. I also spent quite a bit of time looking for the last remaining purple scent. And I must have been searching for it for like 20 minutes, at least. And where was it? Right on the fucking sidewalk. That's where it was. I don't know how I missed it. I feel fucking stupid, though. You see what I mean about collectibles? They're the bane of my existence. And yet, I love them. Anyhow, there's this boy who managed to lose his remote-controlled helicopter up on the roof. And while figuring out how to get to it, I stumble across this guy who's having trouble with the radio. Although Jake has more interest in the plate of uncooked meat that is probably this guy's lunch. First off, why are you eating that raw?
Fucking raw!
That's not even rare. It hasn't even been cooked. You've only just cut that off the fucking cow, haven't you? Secondly, it's clipping through the plate. I just wanted to point that out, because sometimes these things bother me, you know?
Lake Miniwaaaaaaaaaaah calling relay station. Come in, please.
Jesus, mate, what the fuck are you doing? I mean, I do a bit of percussive maintenance from time to time too, I'll admit. But I'm sure that equipment is worth more than your weekly wages. If you even get wages at all, that is. Unless they pay you in raw fucking meat. Oh, and he keeps saying the same line whenever you're around this area.
If the cable car is running, I could go up and check the radio antenna.
Wait, why do you sound like Squidward? Actually, upon second inspection, you sound like a villager from Minecraft. Which also look and sound like Squidward. Actually, you know what? You're just Squidward, aren't you?
I'm Squidward. He's Squidward. We're Squidward.
So, if I, a dog, fix his problem, I think just maybe he might give me a bone. Well, anyway, you can't get up on the roof from here. You actually need the husky to solve this one for you. It's up the stairs of the other building, and go over the roof to where the helicopter crash landed and fix it for him. Then we get a sack of gold for all our trouble. I'm just kidding. We get a bone. The hell? What are all these pigeons doing here? Apparently Jake smells this as something of interest. What the fuck are we meant to do with it? Oh, I don't know. It's gotta be here for a reason. The pigeons seem to like it. Oh well, let's just search around inside this building for scents. Because at this point, I still hadn't found all the scents yet, by the way. There's a few around the boxes, labeled skid marks. This fucking game. Righto, let's get out of here. Wait, what the fuck? Why did I go through the fucking door? Am I stuck? I'm fucking stuck, aren't I? I'm trapped. I'm trapped, and I can't get out.
We're trapped!
I can't jump out. The door won't fucking close. I haven't saved the game for I don't know how long.
Got it.
Oh god, thank you. I freaked out there for a second. Fuck you, game. Well, that's everything in High Street except for Squidward's problem. Let's head for the cable car to the next area. Mountaintop.
Help! I'm trapped behind this door.
Hold on a second, okay? I'm hungry. Need to find food before I let your ass out. There we go. Coming now.
Thanks, boy. I owe you one. So here's some free advice. Avoid the local dog catcher.
Thanks. Good advice, fuckwit.
Want to earn a bone? My kid brother went climbing and now he's stranded somewhere out on Mount Miniwaaaaaaaaaaah.
Wait, the mountain is called Mount Miniwaaaaaaaaaaah? Okay, but before I save you, brother, I want to do some shit around here first, if you don't mind. Of course, I do some scent collecting as usual, and the first of the scents I collected is the Chasing Minigame, and I would have completed it in a few seconds if Jake wasn't a complete fucking wanker and decided he couldn't leap off a tiny ledge. Well, anyway, we catch him, take control of the dog, and his entire point of existence is to just move this tree trunk in place of a bridge to the next area, which I had to fucking trek all the way down to him to control him again because the time ran out as I was moving the tree trunk. He also, for some reason, gets stuck on this bridge. I don't know why, he just doesn't fucking move. You have to jump over him or take control of him just to get past him. Doesn't matter where he is in the level, he will beeline his way to the bridge and just stop there for the rest of his existence. So I suppose that's his lot in life, moving trees and being a bugged out dog. Anyway, more exploring and collecting scents. Do the pissing minigame, can't forget that one. And of course, you will see the control tower up on the plateau here. Apparently it's the pigeons that are causing the radio tower to not work, and I've got no idea how to get up there or what I'm meant to do. Sorry, Squidward, looks like you're gonna have to wait on that one. Next area, the mountainside. And oh fuck me, rolling rocks. Dangerous, bone-crunching, big-ass rolling rocks. Wow, is this area the most hazardous in the game. This is the most Jake has had to deal with in his entire life. Oh sure, we've had cars on the road politely stop for us. We've fallen from high places. We've been hungry for the 68th bloody time. But never anything that could squash our guts and turn us into a doggy pancake. Try to avoid them,
or else you will die.
Well, they don't actually kill Jake, they just reset us to the bottom of the area near the exit every time we get hit by one. So that's something we have to deal with. Oh, fuck off. And it doesn't help that there are scents to... Oh, you shit. It doesn't help that there are scents to collect in the path of all these rocks. Well, I've collected all the purple scents now. Let's just go back up and... Wrong way, dickhead! Oh, you turd fucker. Well, at least if I get back up there fine and fail at the doggy do challenge. Fuck. Well, better do it all over again. Wait a minute. I just had a thought. That thing that the pigeons were hanging around in High Street. Holy shit, that's the thing that'll get the pigeons off the radio tower. Fuck, after this, I gotta go back and do all that shit. Well, like I've got an instant teleportal to the beginning of the area. There we go. Look, when my mind is set on something, I fucking do it. Because if I don't, you see, I get this nagging feeling inside me telling me to do it. And if I don't do it, I start feeling like I'm missing out on something, and that stresses me out because the feeling just doesn't stop, and I feel like I really need to do it, otherwise the world will end soon, and I'll regret everything in life if I don't do it, and... I don't feel so good. So I go back to where I let the pigeon feed thing, and then take it to the tower. Which, if you put it down on the ground and let the pigeons swarm around it, you can pick it up again and then lure them around with it. Kind of funny, I guess. Well, now that's all over with, time to get that fucking bone off Squidward. Anyway, back to the mountainside. I still gotta find that guy's brother and collect the scents. Well, we need to take control of the other dogs, so I quickly win the tug-of-war minigame and...
Yuck! This guy's mouth is full of warm drool. Well,
yeah, there's so much I could say about this one line.
nice and toasty.
Trouble is, it's either something about gay porn or furries. Possibly both. You know what? Not gonna go there. So anyway, we embody the dog to give this guy's brother some water, and what the fuck is wrong with your mouth? I swear none of the other NPCs in this game have a puckering arsehole for a mouth like you do. Anyway, he writes on a helmet a message for us to take back to his brother by the cable car, and now we get to wear a stupid hat. And for fuck's sake, this shaky camera from the rocks falling is giving me a fucking headache. Let's just shortcut out of here to the entrance. Good thing that's an exploit. And now to take the helmet to his half-wit brother and get the fuck out of my way, you inebriated turd burglar. I don't have time for this shit. There, here's the fucking helmet.
Carry a bone in my pocket. Please take it. My trousers were beginning to smell.
Then stop wanking! Alright, last area of Lake Miniwaaaaaaaaah Hotel. But the only interesting thing here is the mission where you have to gather up the mice as the little dog and chuck them into the bins. Also, Elton John's retarded cousin is in town and nobody likes him. His audience throws tomatoes at him, the poor bastard. And he tasks us to gather up all his fabulous hats to put him on his fabulous head for his fabulous performances. He looks ridiculous in every single one of them, and so does Jake when he picks them up. He says something different with every wig you give him, and then there's this one.
That's odd. Now I feel this strange urge to put on a dog collar.
What the fuck? So, we collect all the scents, play all the minigames, find all the hidden bones, and that's all the bones for Lake Miniwaaaaaaaaah. Now it's time to go back to the station and jump on the train to the final region, Boom City.
Did somebody say boom?
And no, it's not a cartoony town full of explosions and TNT-packed action. It's just a regular-ass city. It's also the smallest region in the game, with only 3 areas, not including the final 2. Of course, we get a short cutscene, Wayne and Dwayne talking to Miss Peaches before we start.
Are you questioning my genius, you overgrown ox?
No, Miss Peaches. Wayne?
What?
That was Miss Peaches. I think maybe she could use some therapy.
You know what, Dwayne? That might be the smartest thing you've ever said in your entire life. This first area is called the station, and as we start our usual scent collection, there's a sheriff here who's having trouble catching a criminal.
How's about you and me track down the sleeping bandit?
The Sleepy Bandit? Okay, either that is the most shit name you could give yourself, or the cops are just taking the piss. So first off, I tried to figure out how to get into the building there. I knew it had something to do with the swinging platforms, but I just didn't know how to jump further to get into the window, which, by the way, isn't the place you go into, but, you know, I didn't know that at the time. I thought maybe I needed to take control of the German Shepherd, the police dog, so I did the chasing minigame to take control of him, but that obviously didn't work either. So I continued collecting scents and exploring for a while, did the pissing minigame, which this fucking person decided to walk through and complain.
You disgusting dog. Ugh.
Yeah, well, what were you expecting, dickhead? It's like walking onto a football field while a game is going on and complaining about nearly getting hit in the head by the ball, and then promptly being tackled by security. Then, as I collected more scents and found bones, I discovered there was a switch to control a door to allow me to get into the other building. Sometimes, I think my brain might be actually made of cheese. We finally get up there, and now we have to move these 3 crates, a la Zelda Dungeon style, so that we can get up to the landing there. And it is so fucking slow to move them into place. I only wish there was a fast forward feature like in an emulator on my actual PS2. Luckily, I just so happened to pick the right one leading to the other building. There's also a hidden bone in the balcony to the right, but I did it after I did all this. Oh, so that's why they call him the Sleepy Bandit, because he fucking sleeps all the time. Okay, how have you not caught this fucker? Why is it up to me to do this? I suppose the less work for you, the better. Well, anyway, we have to be sneaky like Solid Snake, or in this case, Gaseous Canine. And trying not to wake him, we have to take his bandit mask. And don't go too fast and make noise because he will take the extreme option and just outright shoot you. The screen will go black and Jake will just wake up outside a little weak. He didn't get shot, he was just, well, I'll let Jake tell you.
Wow. Weird trip, man.
Fucking dog on drugs.
So I just try again with the German Shepherd because Jake is a little weak from having his drug trip, and then I discover an exploit. When you get the bandit mask as the police dog, you just fucking teleport to the sheriff.
Magic.
Then we have to do it all over again to open the fucking door. God, we have to do fucking everything for this copper. And then I had a tough time trying to jump on the roof again to get back to the swinging platforms. For some reason, I was having trouble with basic jumping and moving. Don't know why, but for some fucking reason, the controls just weren't working the way they should, and what the fuck happened there? What the fuck? Are you a wizard? So after that bullshit, we finally get the police dog to open the door, and then we witness what I can only describe as the most non-violent police shootout in the history of video games.
Where's my sleeping bandit mask? Take that, Sheriff! What the? Please, don't shoot! I'm not feeling lucky!
Well, that was, something. Let's move on to the next area. The park. And upon entering this area, the fucking maniacs in the cars sure know how to speed, but at least they stop when a dog is walking along the sidewalk. There's also a bone hiding in this trash can by the entrance to the dog pound. And as soon as we get close, he sets the traitorous Dober bitch onto us. Running away from him is quite easy, since he's not too bright and can't jump over hedge and shrubbery. We've actually got enough to enter the pound, but let's continue our completionist run, shall we? We've only got one more area to go after this one. Daisy can wait. Besides, we've been more interested in boners than her. I mean, bones. This bloke here, not to be confused with the Tommy Chong sounding guy who met all the way back at the farmhouse in Clarksville. He sounds more like a wannabe skater dude.
I've lost all my sheets of music. Lousy wind blew them away. Can you find them for me?
Well, he's probably smoking the same stuff as the other guy because he wants us to fetch his music sheets for him, and every time we give him one, he plays a new tune on the guitar. One of them sounds almost like Sweet Home Alabama. Sweet Home Alabama, glad I'm coming home to you. I sing this song without my pants on. Of course, by my own mandate, we collect cents and compete in minigames such as Chase and the Digging Race. And we learn the final beg, and, well, this one is just... How are you doing that, Jake? This woman here wants to feed her kitties, and they're all scattered about the street. Jake can't pick them up, they don't like him for some reason, so it's up to the dog of the area to get the kittens and put them back into the house. And make sure you put the kittens as far away from the door as possible, even throw them if you have to, because they'll just continue to walk out the house as you're gathering up the others.
My hero.
But I didn't do any of that, the other dog did. Look, he's walking out of your house. Unless, of course, you somehow know I was mind controlling him. And you know what, with a face like that, I think we're one and the same, you and I. Okay, trying to find the missing scents. Not again, where the hell are they? Huh, haven't been in here before.
Hello, and welcome to Talking Pussy, here
Wait,
on
what?
Boom City's CATS Radio, the station dedicated to pretty pussies everywhere. Miss Peaches, purveyor of pussy food for pussy people. My name is Tristram.
Well, finish it toot sweet or prepare to take the consequences.
Oh, Miss Peaches, you are naughty. Oh, Miss Peaches, I care most deeply, I assure you. Why, I've been feeding all 19 of my pussy wussies.
They eat?
Crunchy cat food.
I could probably guess a few things that they might eat.
But Tristram,
I'm not going there.
Sirs of Boom City, to the show where pussies are given a right old seeing to.
What?
Yes, it's another edition of Talking Pussy, here on CATS
What the fuck
Radio.
am I listening
Our
to?
glowing guest today.
Someone please explain to me what the fuck I'm listening to. Alright, look. What happened to just referring to them as cats? You keep using the word pussy. I don't think it means what you think it means. Oh god, it's nearly over. I can smell the end. Just one more area to go. Boom City Centre. The dog of the area is a greyhound, and we win control over his mind by beating him in a circle mashing contest, aka the tug of war. And boy is he fucking fast. Faster than Jake, that's for damn sure.
Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Gotta go fast, too fast, too fast, too fast, too faster.
Which, I'm surprised, when you do a collectathon rally, he's easy to beat. Now, these are all relatively easy to do. Even the 50 cents you collect aren't too difficult to find. But oh god, I really fucking hate the time cent collection here. First of all, it's hidden in an apartment you have to take this lift to. And bear in mind, every time you fail, you have to go back up here to collect it so you can start the whole process again. And what's worse is sometimes Jake doesn't even jump out the window properly. Get the fuck out there, you shithead! Oh, and now you're slow because you lost health. Fucking great. Great. Have some pedigree. Try again, asshole. To make it worse, they are scattered about everywhere, and obviously, you don't know where the fuck they are at first. Then you discover the rest of them are hidden in little rooms up in the buildings that need a lift to get inside. And couple that with the fact that Jake has poor eyesight, and you have yourself a fun fucking time. Oh, fuck me. You're hungry again? Oh, for fuck's sake. Let's just look for some food. Oh, and of course, the food I find is rotten. Excellent. Oh, hey, look, a pizza. I've lost track of how many times I've restarted this fucking challenge. This is the closest I've been. I've got 9 seconds left and 1 more to go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get the fuck up there, 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 get the... Come on, come on, come on! Oh! I think I just shut out my heart. I got it in 0.3 seconds. I don't like to brag, but who's a fucking legend? Eat your fucking heart out, because I just shat mine. Oh, that was lucky. I was a cat's asshole here away from failing. and now I can't fucking get out. Oh, not this shit again. Jake, fucking jump out the window.
Fucking jump! Jump!
No way. I'm a dog, not a mountain goat.
You don't have to be a fucking mountain goat to jump out of the room, you fucking prick. Just jump out. Jump, please. Oh my god, are you serious? Am I legit stuck this time? Is this a glitch? These are the things I get for just completing it in the nick of time. Oh, you have to be fucking kidding me. You have to be in the right fucking position to jump out. Oh, what is my life? Fuck this game. That should not have taken that fucking long. Anyway, let's just continue.
I lost all my money in crooked card game. I know that guy was cheating me, but how did he do it?
I don't know, Vlad. You tell me. I'm just a fucking dog. Of course, what this implies is a quest, and we have to find out how some gambler is cheating. He's in this bar here, and what the fuck are you doing here? I swear the next time I see a Doberman, I'm kicking him up the guts, and the next time I see a dog catcher, I'm kicking him in the nuts. I did not mean for that to rhyme. Anyway, grab the deck of cards from the cheating gambler, take the cards to the Russian guy out here, and we get a bone. And now for the last mission, pinching the bag from this gun-toting wankface here. And I just don't know what to do. There's no way to sneak behind him, there's no way to sneak up on him, not even growling at him does anything. The Greyhound can't supersonic his way to snatch the bag. Just, what the hell am I supposed to do here? There's nothing obvious. So, I looked at a walkthrough, and this is the one and only time in the playthrough that I had to do it. And apparently, the trick is to bark at him from below as the Greyhound, and then you have to lure him to the end of the balcony here. After that, you rocket your ass at the speed of sound to get the bag. Alright, well then how the fuck was I supposed to figure any of that out? Anyway, finally, the sheriff arrests him and...
I surrender. Just don't send that darn dog in again.
Wait, you just gave up because of the dog? I just... You could have... And he just... And you... Fuck it, this is nearly over. And with that, we collect the final cents, and that, my friends, is 100% all bones in every region and every area. Including the dog pound, at least in this footage, there are 125 bones all up. Just 5 more than the 120 power stars in Super Mario 64. But we're still not done yet. Gotta save Daisy after all. No, not that Daisy, that's Luigi's job.
Yahoo!
So, let's just sneak past the dog catcher, Sam Fisher style, or just run past this incompetent dickhead, and we enter the dog pound, and whoa, hang on a second. Hang the fuck on. Why did the sky turn red all of a sudden? Where the fuck is this, Ganon's castle? Fuck me, even Disney villains are more subtle than this. Go near her house and the sky is filled with the blood of innocence. So, there's a short cut scene with Wayne and Dwayne and the dog catcher here with some rather odd animation choices.
Wayne, I'm thinking of opening up a hypoallergenic dog grooming parlor.
What?
So people like you can enjoy playing with doggies.
Hey guys!
Miss Peaches is in a very bad mood.
Worse than usual?
Oh, yeah.
Well, this area's fucked up. There's all these dogs locked up in cages, and you might recognize some of them as being dogs we've encountered before. Well, we have to gather all the keys so that we can unlock the cages and free the dogs. But of course, Dickface McGee and his ass muncher Doberman here is trying to prevent that. It's not as difficult as you might think. The dog doesn't know how to jump, so you can escape him rather easily if you're smart about it. Don't be tempted to dig up any of the bones here, not yet anyway. But if you want to give yourself some extra challenge, go right ahead. Also, what the hell is this music? It's a complete contrast to all the songs from the rest of the game. It's really fucking creepy. Creepy for this game anyway. So anyway, we find all the keys, outsmart this dickhead with our level 22 acrobatics, and we free all the dogs.
Ah, to heck with this dog catching business. I'm gonna pursue my dream of programming computer games.
Well, good luck to you. Hope you work for EA, shithead. Finally, collect the bones that are just hanging out in the top of the cages here. Dig up the rest of the bones if you haven't already. And there's no more scent collection, so head up to the Mansion of Evil Evilness. Don't forget to save, by the way. Go inside, and now we come to the final level of the game. And we get a cutscene of our menacing villainess meeting with Wayne and Dwayne, complete with evil laughter.
You're not gonna hurt that little doggy, now are ya?
And I think Corella DeVille would tell this woman to calm down and take some medication. And now our mission begins. This is where we have to save Daisy from being turned into cat food by this vile machine designed to inflict the worst pain possible upon a dog before they get turned into food. And it is fucked up. Miss Peaches designed and had this machine built specifically to turn dogs into cat food, and just how does your brain work, woman? I would like to know this. Why do you hate dogs this fucking much? I mean, I could go into detail on how it just wouldn't work. I mean, you'd get bone and fur crushed up in your cat food, and then cats will just fucking spew it up, and I really don't have to. I don't think it's necessary. Because the size of the machine and what it does speaks for itself, really. So to get through this level, you have to turn off every part of the machine in order so that Daisy doesn't get crushed and cut up into kitty chow. It won't show you the full scene, of course, but it will fade to black, implying she got mushed into these cat food cans. It's easy enough, not too difficult, but you will be fighting a bit with the directional controls and the camera changes. If you do stuff up, it's back to the beginning cycle, which means you'll have to do everything again. Wait a second, look at that texture. Holy shit, that's blood. There's no two ways about it. Some poor creature, most likely a dog, has been through there and turned to giblets. This is some pretty dark shit. This is supposed to be a kid's game, right? Also, this fucking machine and factory are probably breaking dozens of occupational health and safety regulations. There's also no one manning the machine. A fucking dog can turn everything off. Why would you even design something like this? I can think of a few ways. Mostly it involves some form of crack or possibly catnip in your case. Can humans even get high on catnip? I don't know, but really, this is like a demented child's idea of how to make cat food from dog meat. Well, anyway, we deactivate all the parts in the machine, save Daisy, and then...
Get your doggy asses into the big machine.
Speaking of food, I had beans and cabbages for supper. Take this, cat lady.
Canning Miss Peaches cat food. Slicing, dicing,
Jesus.
Mashing.
What the fuck?
Miss Peaches is cat food.
Who wrote this? Who wrote the fucking story to this game? I want to come to your house and slap you in the head. Well, at least it's all over now. We get a Where Are They Now cutscene. Not that I fucking cared to get one.
Gramps wrote a book while I was gone, the story of his life, but the lawyers say he has to change the title.
You know, I would have added something about him getting arrested, but they included lawyers at least.
My old guitar-playing buddy finally made it big with a smash hit record.
Wait, who the fuck are you? Are you just a combination of the first guy and the second guy? I mean, you got the same beard and hairstyle as the first guy, as well as the hat, and then you get the same color hair as the second guy. This is just so fucking confusing.
Wayne and Dwayne opened a hypoallergenic dog grooming parlor. Now that Wayne's allergy is gone, he likes nothing better than to hang around with his doggy pals and have a great time.
You know what? I think that's a good ending for those two. I mean, they never actually did anything to us throughout the game and weren't really villains as much as they were just henchmen following orders. And we still don't know what they are to each other, but maybe your headcanon is they both get married and have lots of gay sex.
And as for me and Daisy, oh yes, now she is mine.
Ah, so they get to do the same thing that every couple usually does when they have a lot of free time on their hands. They go to the fun fair, of course. What, you thought I was going to say something dirty? Now why would I do that?
Thank you so much for playing my game. Oh, wow, 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 wow.
So, that's the end of that then. What did I think of it? And what's my verdict? Well, I can't say this is a bad game, not by a long shot. It's certainly a unique game, that's for sure, especially for the time it came out. I can't really think of any games made in the last decade where you control a dog in an adventure game with collection elements. I think it's a great game when you're 10 years old and have a wild imagination for adventure and you want to just explore the world from a dog's perspective. But even so, it's not without its flaws. For one, the story is just kind of there, I guess. I mean, you can't expect much from a game like this, but still, a bit of effort could have been put into the reoccurring characters. The villains don't really have any bearing on your adventure. The only person who seems to do anything is the dog catcher, and even then it boils down to just running away from the dumbass AI dog for long enough. It would have been great if the rest of the antagonists in this game could have had something, anything to really hammer in the fact that you need to save Daisy and those other dogs. You could have more uses for the other dogs, aside from just getting bones for you. And hey, different dog species have different abilities, you can utilize that, but you only use them in one area and that's it. Another criticism I have to bring up is some of the game mechanics are often just pointless and have no bearing on the main game whatsoever, namely the tricks or begs that you learn and the poodle parlors. And though I am a sucker for collecting things and collecting the cents had its charm for me, much like any other games of this type, but there's a lot of repetitiveness in the missions that just boil down to, I want this thing, please go fetch it for me. Thank you, here's a bone. Probably the most entertaining aspects of this game was the ridiculousness of the characters, the what the fuck even dialogue, the physics and the animations, and even some of the glitches. The toilet humor, well, maybe some folks like it. I know I laughed when I was a kid, but now it's just something that's, you know, it's there, I acknowledge it. I don't mind a fart joke here and there as long as it doesn't continue on. And well, this game clearly has it going on and on and on. Then there's the references and adult jokes that definitely would have gone over kids' heads. I certainly never knew how weird some of the dialogue was in this game, and I never heard about this Talking Pussy radio station. I mean, there's so much I could go on about, and I could go on for 10 minutes more, but I had to stop somewhere just to give you a taste of its ridiculousness. At the end of the day, it's an okay game. And it was a rush of nostalgia for me to play it again, because it really was one of the first PlayStation 2 games I ever did own back in the day. Would I recommend that you 100% complete it? Probably not, unless you're that way inclined. I like collectim-ups, I like collecting things, so I felt compelled to do so. But if you really want to, go right ahead. I at least recommend you play it to see the cheesiness and the ridiculousness of it all. Although it is hard to get running on an emulator, and, well, unless you've got a PlayStation 2 lying around and a copy of the game, yeah, you can probably just watch Let's Play videos. Or, then again, maybe my video's enough. Well, let's put the game back. Oh, for God's sake, who keeps taking the game off the fucking shelf?
Don't you ignore me, you ungrateful sea maggot.
Oh, great. Inanimate objects are talking to me again.
I ain't no inanimate object. I'm not stuck in this form by choice, you know.
Yeah, I should really see a therapist about this shit.
Silence, you insolent halfwit. I'm real, alright. But alas, I'm stuck in this small rectangular form, with me only company being the face of an annoying block of cheese.
And the voice of a discount Pirates of the Caribbean animatronic.
Why, you bloody scallywag! If I had me powers, I'd turn ye into a pineapple and shove ye up Davy Jones' arse.
Jesus, the poor guy's dead. Why desecrate the corpse of a brilliant musician? You know what? I didn't like your attitude. Where's my light gun?
Wait, look, I've been stuck in this SpongeBob PlayStation game for nearly 15 years. You have to forgive an old sea dog for his hot-headedness. I just really need to be free from this computer game prison.
So? Why should I care? Who the fuck even are you?
Who am I? I'm the Soaring Neverlander.
Wow, that's a good name. And it gets around the copyright.
Well, it's the only one I can use without being sued by Viacom. Listen, you gotta help me. I'm really desperate. And right now, you're the only one who can help me.
Okay, well, why me specifically? Surely there's like a dozen other content creators out there who post a lot more frequently than I do.
Because you're the only one who can hear me. You see, you got the power of the ear.
Oh, power of the... What?
It's the reason why you can hear that little shit nugget Nuke Dukem or whatever in Neptune's name he's called.
Hey, don't include me in this Blair Witch bullshit. I can take ugly alien sunbitches any day of the week, but I can't deal with ghosts. I've got shit to do.
Wow, what a pussy. Who would have known?
We don't need him anyway. Look, I need you to beat this game 100% like you did with the Dog's Life game. It's the only thing that'll break the curse.
Alright, what's in it for me?
Listen, if you help me out of this mess, I'll give you treasure beyond your wildest dreams. I can even grant wishes to the men who serve me well. All you have to do is beat one measly little game. What do you say, me bucko?
So you're saying I can have the treasure and a wish?
Well, you can wish for treasure like gold or whatever you fancy. No, I'm not gonna make your waifus real. I'm not encouraging that.
Well, I guess you can't win them all. Join us next time, folks, for whatever the hell is going on here. We're going to be playing Revenge of the Flying Dutchman. By the way, feel free to have a cup of tea or something. This is going to take a long time.
You got any rum?
Yeah, but it's not for you.
Now how's that for hospitality?
Stay safe
I haven't
and
had a
have a
drop
nice day,
of ale
folks.
or rum for years. I also need a good wench. You know any brothels that would serve a haunted video game case?
Hello there, Sean the Extra Guy here. Thank you for watching to the end of part 2 of Dog's Life. I really did not expect this game to be in 2 parts, but, well, that's how it ended up. I also wanted to get this video out sooner, but, yeah, it's hard to balance work and doing this at the same time. Unless I'm doing this full-time, you know, videos are going to be coming really slowly. I would love to be able to do maybe 1 or 2 videos a month with some smaller videos and Sean plays here and there. But one way you can help out is by just simply sharing the video around, liking the video, commenting below, because it tells the YouTube algorithm that I exist, and also click, tap, or press on that subscribe button if you haven't already, and you can click that bell notification so that you're notified every time I come out with a new video. But anyway, as I say always, stay safe and have a nice day.